in today's video.
Because if I'm gonna be telling the dirt, I'm gonna tell it all. Now I'm ready to go. You got me up. You're 28 begging for get it together. Where'd I do that at? I guess he probably ghosted me or whatever.
Driving solo, I'm just swimming through my hands. When I'm sober, I just don't like who I am. Roll me up a four and I feel like myself again. Roll me up some dope and I feel like myself again. I'ma break every box they try to put me in.
Hit that bell. I'm watching.
What's up, everybody? If you're new, welcome. If you're old, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jerry and you're watching Life with Jerry, and I'm back again with another bango. What's up, the gang? What's up, the squad? I'm with the gang, I'm with the squad. What was you thinking? Before we get into this video, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, like, comment, share. Follow me on all my social medias. They're always in the description box and on the screen. And get this video to 150 likes. And without further ado, let's get into this banger video. All right, y'all, first and foremost, I want to say please do not mind my lashes, my eye, this eye specifically. I have a lazy eye, and I don't know if it's because I just got my lashes done or the lashes are still a little bit too heavy for this eye. It's weighing it more down, but I know it's low. I know, it's okay. Just focus on the story, not me. Well, I mean, focus on me too, but focus on the story for real, you feel me? As you guys can see by that title and that thumbnail, we're gonna jump straight into this video. So today I'm gonna be giving you guys a story time about my worst Tinder date. The worst Tinder date I've ever had. Like, bro, this shit was, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Like, I don't know, I might have had worse ones, but as far as I can think right now, this is the worst one. Like, it was bad. I'm gonna call the guy Catfish. We're gonna call him Catfish, okay? Period. So a little bit of backstory. I was dealing with this dude prior to the situation, and me and him stopped dealing with each other, and I was at the point where it was like, you feel me, like I'm tired of not having someone genuine, like not having no one. And I don't know why I decided, oh, I'm gonna get back on Tinder. Like, Tinder was really the best option. Tinder is, online dating is just so trash to me. Like, if you met your significant other on like Tinder, Black, Bumble, all the other apps, congrats, please, congrats. Cause I just never have luck on these apps, like ever, at all. I never have luck, and it is what it is. Like, I've come to the conclusion that it is what it is. I don't even care no more. I was like, fuck it, I'm about to get my Tinder account back. So my ex-best friend was like, okay, like, let me log into your Tinder. Like, I'm finna help you get your account together. So I was telling her what to put in my bio. I sent her pictures to update and stuff, because I didn't feel like doing all that. And she a real one. She loved like helping us do stuff. Like, she, especially anything with Tinder. That bitch loves Tinder, literally. So she was like, I'm finna help you. Like, send me everything you need, everything you want, and how you want it and stuff. So we on FaceTime. She updated my profile for me and stuff. And I'm like, girl, you could swipe on whoever. Mind you, she's in Atlanta and I'm out here, so obviously she's gonna be swiping on people in Atlanta and I'm gonna be swiping on people out here. But I really didn't care. It was what it was. Like, at the end of the day, if somebody's feeling me, they're feeling me. It's not like it's hella hard to hop on a flight and go see each other, you feel me? Like, if my love is in a different state, then my love is in a different state, and I will be with my love. Soulmate, where are you at? I'm not trying to give away too much information. I'm also not going to give y'all a timeline on when this happened, just because I don't want to give away too much information for the people that do know, or if he's watching this so he doesn't know it's him specifically I'm talking about. But if you are watching this, it's no tea, no shade. I'm not stuck on you. This is no bad blood. I just want to tell the story for entertainment purposes. That's it. I really don't care. I'm completely over this situation. I was over it after it happened. I really didn't care. So I'm swiping or whatever, and I come across this guy. Mind you, y'all, I do not discriminate. I don't have, you feel me? Like, I don't discriminate. If you're black, you're white, you're whatever, I don't care. If I think you're cute, then you're cute. If I like your personality, then I like your personality, is what it is. So I actually have a lot of Tinder story times now that I think about it, just within this time frame, because some shit happened within this time frame. But anyways, this specific guy, Catfish, we swiped on each other. Let me see if I can pull up my Tinder so I can tell y'all how he came into my DMs, because that's really what got it going. Y'all, I think he unmatched me. Dang. But he slid in my DMs like on some shit like, you feel me, want to get married or some shit like that, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was like, want to get married or some shit, like some slick shit. And I was like, oh shit, like, yeah. So I said yeah, because y'all know I'm a goofball, I'm retarded. Like, I'm with all this shit. Like, I love to have fun. Like, if you know how to crack jokes and you know what I'm saying, then I'll fuck with you. So he was like, you want to get married? And I was like, yeah, let's go. Like, let's do it. So we started conversing from there. Like, the conversation was good. Like, he was hella funny. He was chill. Like, he looked tall. He looked slim. He was not black. I can tell y'all that much. He was not black. I'm not trying to give away too much because, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to spill all the tea and then everybody know who I'm talking about. But he wasn't black. He was a whole nother race. And he was tall. He wasn't white either. But he was tall. He looked slim in his pictures. So we were talking on Tinder for a while, and then we ended up somehow switching to text. I unfortunately do not have all the Tinder messages, so I really can't give y'all all the tea on that, but we ended up switching to text message. I don't remember what his freaking name was. Hold on, let me see if I can find the text messages. Y'all, I don't remember this nigga name at all. He texted me and he said, "Hey chica." He's not Mexican either. I said, "Hey." He sent me a video of himself. I said, "Can I see your tat?" He sent me his tat. I said, "Oh, I love that." He said, "Send me a pic." I sent him some pictures, and he sent some gifs or gifts, whatever they're called. And then I was like, "But wait, you're so handsome," because he really was handsome. Like, he was really handsome. I was shook. And he was like, "We would take fire ass pictures together." And I was like, "We would," you know, like just hyping it up or whatever. Because, you know, some dudes, I feel like some people, they know what they want, so they just hop straight into stuff because they know what they want. And once they figure out that, oh, this is who I want it with, like, they're all in type shit. So it really didn't rub me the wrong way that he was already talking about pictures and things like that. And so he told me to send him some more, and I did. And then he said, "The things I would do to you in that tongue of yours." And I said, "Oop, LOL, I'll find out later down the line," just to let him know, like, right now that's not even what I'm looking for. That's not what type of time I'm on. Like, we're not doing nothing freaky. Like, it's not that easy, but at the same time, that's not what I'm looking for. Like, I want to build a genuine connection first before we get into anything freaky. So I'm not gonna lie, him saying that kind of threw me off, but at the same time I had to realize, like, we're in a generation where it's fueled by sex. So like, when people automatically talk about that, it's like, okay, let me put you in line instead of completely cutting you off. Because some people are just, you know, some people are just, you know, however they are. And there's people who are like that, but they also know how to tone it down and keep it chill till you're ready. So I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna completely cut him off just off of that. And y'all, I'm reading them, so I have my story together. He was like, "Yep, what you up to?" We started having conversations and whatever. And then he asked, "So what are you looking for, if you don't mind me asking?" I said, "No, I don't mind. I'm honestly ready for a relationship, but I definitely don't want to rush anything, you know? But I don't want a meaningless fling or random hookups. What about you?" He said, "Same. We're on the same page for sure." I said, "Well, that's amazing to hear." And then he asked where I stayed, and we just kept having conversations. He asked how long I've been single. I told him 2.5 years. He said he's been single for 2 years, and then he said, "I need a girlfriend." Him saying he needs a girlfriend threw me off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Because you don't need, anybody that needs something like that, it's like, you shouldn't need it, you should want it. You know, like, I don't need you, but I want you type shit, you feel me? So that threw me off a little bit, but at the same time, I'm like, whatever, like, fuck it, I'm gonna overlook it. I'm constantly overlooking shit within people and giving people the benefit of the doubt and looking at the brighter side of things, if that makes sense. So I'm like, whatever, fuck it, I'm gonna just overlook it. It's what it is, you know? And I'm not gonna be putting these messages on the screen because I feel like it's not even that deep. If y'all really think I'm lying, then that is what it is. You feel me? Like, I feel like I don't have to show y'all the receipts, they're here. Like, you feel me? We were talking on Tinder for like 2 or 3 days, I think, and then we switched to text. But once we switched to text, everything flew. Like, everything happened so quick. Like, we were texting the first day and the next day we were linking type shit, you know? He asked, can he call me? We talked on the phone. I was with my best friend, so he kind of spoke to her. He was learning more about me. He was coming from work and things like that, you know? Like, we were just on the phone talking and stuff, and he was a really funny person. Like, he cracked jokes. He knew how to make me laugh, and that's one thing I love about a nigga. If you can make me laugh, because I'm hella goofy and I damn near laugh at so much stuff. So if you can't make me laugh, that's an issue. But you can make me laugh, that's good. You know what I'm saying? So and it was genuine laughs. It wasn't even me trying to make him feel good about his jokes. Like, when it wasn't funny, it wasn't funny. I didn't laugh. Or I did like the little fake laugh. But genuinely, a lot of the time, it was like, he was funny. So we were talking and stuff, and then he was talking about how he's cooking and stuff. And then my best friend, Kayla, had left. And so me and Catfish were still on the phone. And he was talking about how he wants to cook and stuff. And then basically one thing led to another. He asked me, like, do I want to come over? He'll cook for us, you know, on some chill shit. Nothing too, like, no strings attached, nothing too crazy. He just wants to cook for us, you know, like, speed up this day. Because on Tinder, we plan like a little Dave and Buster's day or like some shit so we can have like fun out in public and get to know each other. But he was ready to see me like now, like today, you know. And he caught me off guard, y'all. Mind y'all, I did not have my wig on. Like, I was looking crazy. So I'm like, what the frick? Like, okay, great, this is what's happening. So I called my mom, because my mom be knowing what the fuck is going on now, like, you feel me? So I called my mom, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm about to go over his house. Like, he's gonna cook me dinner, but like nothing more. Like, nothing more is gonna happen. It's just dinner. Like, you know, basically it's just dinner. That's all it is. And she was like, well, you need to do something with your hair, because I was gonna go over there with a bonnet. Y'all know me, I don't care. I would rather a dude see me at my worst first then at my best first, because then I know if you see me at my worst and you're fucking with that, then you really gonna be fucking with me at my best. You feel me? So I didn't care. Like, that's just me. Like, I didn't care. You're gonna, if you don't like me at my worst, then how the fuck do you even plan on being with me? Because that's gonna be what you see a lot of the time, you know? And so I was gonna go over there in a bonnet, but she was like, no, throw on a wig and like do something with your hair. So I threw this wig on actually, but I had just took it off, so it was looking crazy. I threw a headband over it and I braided it down so it could look a little bit decent. And I wore like, you know, a decent, not a decent outfit, but like some comfortable clothes. And so he had texted me and he said, I'm so excited. I said, me too. Cause you know, fuck it, like I'm kind of excited too. Like, I'm about to see somebody. Like, what if this is my potential soulmate? Like, what if this is about to be my man? Like, I'm juiced, you know? So I was like, me too. And then he was like, but yeah, let me know once you're done so I could have the food ready for us. Cause I was getting ready. I was like, I gotta shower and do all this stuff. Cause I just got back from Instacart with my best friend. Like, I was tired. But you know, I'm gonna drive that drive. It's like 30-minute drive, I think. I'm like, fuck it, all right. And so I said, okay, I just got out the shower. He said, okay. He sent the address. He said, I would leave around 6 because of traffic. I don't want you to be stuck in traffic. How far does the ETA say? I said, okay, let me check. I said 37 minutes. He said, are you okay with that? I know you use your car for work, so I'm just making sure. I said, yes, I don't mind. That right there made me feel like, okay, this is somebody that gives a fuck. You know, like, he doesn't want me to just be driving just to drive. He knows I use my car for work. Like, as far as Instacart goes, he doesn't want me to put all the unnecessary miles if I don't need to. You know, like, he actually gives a fuck. He's actually caring. So that was like a plus in my book. And I was like, now I'm really excited because he seems like a genuine nice guy, y'all. In my head, remember, I'm thinking he's this tall, slim, looking, good looking ass man, you know? And so I'm juiced. And then he was like, okay, mi casa es tu casa, so leave your house around 5:40 then. I said, yeah, I can. He said, Ma, okay, chica. I said, okay. He said, text me when you leave. I said, okay, I'm about to. I'm leaving now. He said, okay, drive safe. I said, I will, thank you. I'm pulling up. And so now, let's get into the story. It was raining that day. I just want to give y'all a little backstory, you know? I hope that y'all, like, that registered that was like the backstory. So now it's raining. It's an ugly ass night. Like, it gets dark at like 4:30 here. So it's dark as shit and I'm trying to find the way. So once I texted him that I was pulling up, he FaceTimed me because he didn't see me. So he helped me find where it was and stuff. I pulled up to his house and that was just parking and stuff was stressful. I wanted him to do the parking, but he didn't want to do it for me. Like, dang, park the car for me. I can't fucking drive. No, I'm just kidding. I get out the car. Well, first when I seen him, I'm like, oh my gosh, this doesn't look like the guy that sent like this. Okay, you can tell that's him, but it's like the pictures he sent were old or something. I don't know, because his face kind of looked the same, but it was a little fatter. He looked short and he looked a little bit chubby, like a little bit chubbier, on the chubbier side. And which I have no problem with, but my preference is like, you know, nice body, tall, slim. That's just my preference. That's just what I like. I can't help it. But I still was like, okay, I'm still gonna give this man a chance, because I could have very well got back in my car and left, because like, you're not my type. What's the point? We have no point in doing this, you know? But I'm not a fucked up ass person. Plus, over the couple days we were talking, you know, I was intrigued. I want to know more. I want to get to know you. I'm not gonna say I have feelings, because no, not yet. But like, I'm fucking with you, basically. We vibing. So I get out the car, he gives me a hug or whatever, I give him a hug, and I just feel like he's not the height that he should be. He was like a little bit shorter than me, if not the same height as me. No, I feel like he was a little bit shorter. Like I said, a little bit chubby, and his face did not look completely the same. And I was like, what the freak? Like, I'm irritated, you know, like, what the frick? So we get in the house, it smells like freaking dog, and that's fine because I'm used to people who have dogs. But at the same time, people I know that have dogs, their house doesn't smell like entire wet dog, you know, like, it's not a bothersome smell, if that makes sense. And for him, it was just a little bit much, and he only had one dog. And I know people that I have friends that have like 3 dogs, and their house smells perfectly fine. It smells great, you know, but I still was not judging. I was not judging. I was not judging. I just want to put that out there. I was not judging because I understood he had a dog. So I get there, and I think he's making like spaghetti or something, and he's like, you go sit in the room, like, this is where the room is, you know. Let me also tell y'all, he's 28 years old, and he lived with his auntie and uncle. So just so y'all know that. But he had a really good paying job and stuff. Cool. So, and I really don't care about money. I got my own money. It is what it is. Like, you didn't even, it was like he was telling me all how much he made and all this stuff about his jobs and all this stuff, which is fine. Some people are just that open, but I just feel like you don't talk your finances with a stranger, you know, like, that's a little weird. But anyways, I don't know if he was trying to see if I was a gold digger or what, but I didn't care. Like, you know, good, congratulations, you got a good job. Like, I'm proud for you, I'm happy for you, you know? So anyways, I sit on the bed. Y'all know how you sit on somebody's bed when you just finally going over somebody's house for the first time and you just kind of like, yeah, hi, hella shy and shit. That's me. Like, I'm shy as fuck, so I'm like not even trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking dinner, we finna be in the living room and shit, like chilling, you know, at the kitchen table, you know. I'm not thinking we in the room. So, you know, all the lights is off and stuff, and I'm like, the fuck, this nigga trying to set the mood or something? Like, ain't shit finna go down. Like, I'm confused. I don't know why he's setting the mood and stuff. Like, ain't none of that happening over here. So he comes in and he's like, oh, you wanna, like, what do you want to watch or whatever? And I'm like, you can put whatever on. Like, I'm not tripping. He's like, okay, the food's almost done. I'm like, okay, cool. So the food finally gets done or whatever, and he brings me my plate. Y'all, I'm a little fuzzy. This is a little fuzzy. This was a little bit a while ago, so I'm trying to remember everything. He was like, come here, why you all the way over there? So we, you know, I'm like, okay, I could cuddle with him. That's cool. That's like, you feel me? That's harmless. It's just cuddling. I'm not tripping. It's just cuddling. So we're cuddling, laying down and stuff. He was like, can I get a kiss? Like, can we kiss? And I'm like, I don't kiss everybody. Like, I don't even like kissing unless I like you. I do not put my lips on everybody. Like, I don't like that. Like, I don't know how everybody could kiss everybody they come across, but you feel me? I can't kiss everybody. But I was also at a point in my life where, like, I didn't want to hurt people's feelings, and I didn't know what type of situation I was in. Y'all know what I've been through with men and things like that, so I try to tend to think twice sometimes with like saying no, because I don't want to, you know, I just be nervous. I really be fucking nervous. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm like, fuck, it's just a kiss. Like, I'm not finna be making out with the nigga. So I gave him a little kiss, and he was trying to make out and stuff. And I'm like, you feel me? I'm not really feeling that. Like, I'm not comfortable with making out. Like, I'm just not. And so he was still trying, which was a big red flag, but like, I was not allowing it. And so the food finally gets ready, and I'm like, thank God. Thank motherfucking gosh. So he gets the food. He puts hella cheese on my shit too. That shit was not even, like, the food wasn't even all that good. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I tried to play it off, but I didn't even eat that much. Like, it was not that good. Like, it was not given. I don't know what it was, but it was not given. And I didn't want to be rude, so like, I tried to eat as much as I could, but he didn't finish his, so that made me feel better. So I was like, okay, bet. You didn't finish, I'm not gonna finish. And then he was like, you want water, Hennessy, alcohol, water, alcohol, soda? And I'm like, nigga, why are you putting emphasis on alcohol? Like, I'll take a Sprite, or, I mean, I said I'll take a Coke or a water, you know? He came with tap water. He was like, but I got Coke. I'm like, yeah. No, he came with tap water. And I'm like, oh, okay. But you know, some tap water be cool, so I tried it, but that tap water was nasty, so I just put that shit down. I ain't gonna lie, I put that shit down. We was chilling and stuff, and he was like, oh, you want to take a shot or two with me? Mind y'all, don't drink and drive, kids. If you gotta drive, do not drink. But I'm not gonna lie, like, y'all know I'm very transparent on my channel. I keep it real. I could take one little shot or two little shots and let hours go by and then drive, because I'm not even drunk no more at that point. So I told him, I said, I'll take one shot with you. Y'all know I'm a lightweight. I'm not even gonna say a little bit. I'm a motherfucking lightweight. So one little shot gonna get me a little tipsy. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta sit for a little bit, which I don't want to take more than one shot, because one shot, I could sit for 20-30 minutes and be cool. But once I take 2 shots, I have to be at your house for at least an hour or 2. And I didn't plan on staying that long at his house. So I was like, I'll take 1 shot, because, you know, I have to drive. He like, oh, you can stay the night if you want. Like, you feel me? Mi casa es tu casa. Saying all that shit again. And I'm like, bullshit, not happening. So I was like, no, it's cool. Like, I'm finna just go to my mom's house tonight. Like, you know, she lives closer to you. I don't feel like driving that far all the way back to my place. So I'll go to my mom's house tonight, but I'll take only 1 shot. And he was like, okay, you want to drink it with the water? I'm like, do you have like soda? He said, yeah, Coke. Hennessy and Coke works. So I'm like, fuck it. All right, bet. So he brings out the Henny. I take 1 shot. He took like 2 or 3, I ain't gonna cap. He took a few shots, but not back to back, but within the time frame. He took like 2 or 3, and he was trying to pressure me into taking more shots, but I held my ground, because first of all, I don't know you like that. I'm at your house. You're already a little bit too touchy and too pushy and too persuasive for me. So we're gonna dead that, and I'm not gonna get myself I'm not gonna put myself purposely in a situation that is gonna be completely hard to get out of, you know? Like, I've learned from my mistakes, so I'm not gonna repeat those mistakes, if that makes sense. And y'all will know what I'm talking about, because I plan on doing a story time on my, we're not gonna talk about that, but I plan on doing a story time on something else, so y'all will kind of understand what I'm talking about when I do that story time. But anyways, so I'm like, I'm not gonna put myself in that predicament. Like, not again, no. So I was like, nah, I'm cool. One shot is cool. Like, I still have to drive. And so he like, all right, cool. So I put on a movie that I actually wanted to watch, because, you know, while we were cuddling, he was being very touchy, feely, and it was like throwing me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was treating me as if I'm already his girlfriend type shit. And it's like, okay, cool, but not cool. Because to me, you're not my nigga. I don't know you like that. Stop touching on me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be doing too much. And so he was trying, this is where things started going down motherfucking hill. I mean, they went downhill once he was a catfish, but they really started going downhill. Like, the boat was about to tip the fuck over at this point. And so he was like trying to finger me or whatever, and I'm like, no, like, don't put your hands there. You know, like, you rubbing on my booty, cool, that's okay, you're outside the pants. But now you're doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. So I'm like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that. So he was making me feel very uncomfortable, because he was trying to be really persuasive and just really kept doing it. So I was feeling very uncomfortable, but I was also feeling like I kind of had no choice at that point. Like, it was just, the situation just, I was trying to read the situation and read him as a man, or as a nigga, as a boy. I was trying to read him as a boy, like, you feel me, to just understand my situation, because I don't want to put myself in danger, you know? So, you feel me? Whatever. Then he was like, can I eat your coochie? And I'm like, no, because you're gonna want to have sex, and I'm not having sex with you. Like, we're not having sex at all. Like, I'm putting my foot down. We're not having sex, you know? Let me put it out there. Old me, I don't give a fuck about eating a coochie. You can eat my coochie. I'm not sucking your dick. I'm not having sex with you. I don't care. But if you want to eat my coochie, be my guest. Please me. Like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's the old me. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like, I did not give a fuck. If you want to please me, please me. But I will not be doing shit to you, because I don't know you like that. I don't get around like, I mean, you feel me? I don't get down like that. It ain't that easy to get in these, okay, in these pants, okay? Your tongue can get there, but nothing else. That's how the old me was. Now it's like, stay the fuck away from me. I don't even want to be bothered. But anyways, that was the old me. Like, you feel me? Pleasure bet. Like, you want to eat my coochie, eat my coochie. So he was like, I just want to eat your coochie. And I'm like, well, I'm letting you know, like, I'm not having sex with you. I'm not sucking your dick. Like, none of that is going down. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to eat my coochie, you feel me? Which was a red flag. Like, once he said that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not dealing with this nigga, because if you want to eat my coochie, you don't know me. You don't know me from a can of paint. You don't know me from Adam and Eve, and you want to eat my coochie? You want to eat my coochie and you don't know me like that? That's a red flag. Why are you trying to eat my coochie on the first date? So, but you know, I'm a red flag too in a way, because I let him. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real, because if I'm gonna be telling the dirt, I'm gonna tell it all. So I let him eat my coochie. It was actually pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was good. He knew what the fuck he was doing with his tongue. But with how short he was and stuff, I don't know, he was giving little dick energy. And regardless if he was giving little dick or big dick energy, he was never getting in these. His dick was never getting in my coochie. Okay? He's like, damn, you so wet. Like, oh my gosh, now I wanna like put it in. I said, we had this conversation prior to you even getting down there. I'm not having sex with you. He like, man, we grown, what the fuck? Like, if I plan on being your nigga and you plan on being my female, we're gonna end up having sex in the future regardless, so why don't you wanna have sex now? Trying to like manipulate me into having sex. Ding, 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 that's the biggest red flag you could ever put out. Bitch, now I'm ready to go. You got me fucked up. So, I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing. You're trying to, what is it, gaslight me into having sex with you? Like manipulate me into having sex with you? Not happening, sorry. You know, old me probably would have fucking felt like I had to do the shit, but I've learned from my mistakes. I've grown and I'm a different type of bitch, you feel me? I was still needing growing back then, but I was still grown a little bit more than I was in the past. So I'm like, nah, not happening. I'm like, no, because prior to you getting down there, I told you I'm not having sex with you. I told you I'm not sucking your dick. I don't care, I'm not doing none of that. He like, so for real, you just gonna let me be hella hard right now? Like, you gonna give me blue balls and all this other shit? Like, nigga, you're childish. You're 28 begging for sex. Get it the fuck together. Get it the fuck together. You're 28 begging for sex. Where do they do that at? Like, where do they do that at? Like, I'm confused. I'm confused, for real, confused. And so I'm like, this is not happening. Like, I just kept telling him like, no, 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 no. He like, ain't you grown? You grown, right? Yeah, I'm grown. And that makes me grown enough to make this decision to not have sex with you. First of all, you're probably not gonna try to use a condom. You keep talking about putting a baby in me. Like, the whole night he kept talking about how you want to put a baby in me and all this other shit. And that was prior to him even eating my coochie. Like, you're not putting no baby in me. If this is your elaborate plan to get a baby mama, it's not happening with me, like, at all. And so I'm just like, no, this is not happening. He kept trying to persuade me and stuff. And I'm like, you know, I'm very uncomfortable. You're making me uncomfortable. He was like, I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. I'm just letting you know, like, I want you to be my girlfriend in the future. Like, this is it. I'm all in. So like, if eventually if I'm gonna be your boyfriend, you're gonna be my girlfriend, we're eventually gonna have sex anyway. I'm like, and I understand that. I understand your logic, but at the same time, that's not my logic. That's not happening, you know? And so we were on that conversation for some time. Like, I don't know why he wasn't understanding no means no. But he kept pushing, kept trying. And at that point, I just was over it. I really was. He was asking me for kisses. I don't want to kiss you anymore. I don't want to be around you. I said, you know what? I'm ready to go. I think I'm going to go ahead and head home now. I'm actually not going to head to my mom's house. I'm going to head home because I want to just go home. Like, I felt so uncomfortable. I felt so disgusted. And I mean, I know I played a part because I definitely let him eat my coochie. I know I'm not perfect in this situation. But at the same time, nigga, you're not finna gaslight or manipulate me into having sex with you. No. So that was a terrible ass situation. And so I ended up leaving. He gave me a hug. He told me let him know when I got home. You know, I play it cool. You feel me? It is what it is. Like, I'm wiping my hands clean to you, but I'ma still play it cool with you. You feel me? Keep it played. Keep it P. So I texted him when I got home or whatever. And I really had no intention of dealing with him ever again. And so the next day, I ain't gonna lie, he texted me, I responded or whatever. After that, I didn't hear back from him ever again. So I don't know if I want to say he ghosted me. I mean, fuck it, we could say he ghosted me. We could give him his fucking flowers on that. I don't care, but I guess he probably ghosted me or whatever. We haven't talked since. We never were gonna talk since anyways. Like, I didn't plan on dealing with him. I didn't plan on letting him cuff me. Like, that whole night, that whole date was a huge red flag. Like 20 million red flags in one. The moment he didn't look how he sent me them pictures, the moment he didn't look like himself, red flag. Bitch, you're a catfish. You're a catfish. You're done. So yeah, that was one of my worst Tinder dates. Nigga tried to gaslight me and shit. Like, come on now. If you want to eat my coochie, but I already told you we're not doing nothing else. Like, you should have left it at that. Why are you trying to gaslight me? Talking about we grown and da-da-da. Nigga, you're 28 begging for coochie. You're 28 years old begging for pussy. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's how that went. While we were at his house too, I forgot to mention, he was inviting me places like to his friend's party and all this other shit, like as if we finna be dealing with each other for real. Like, it's like he was trying to sell me this dream that he was gonna be my nigga so I could let him hit. That's what I think. I feel like he was trying to sell me this dream, like, oh, this finna be my dude, like I'm finna let him hit, like we finna be happily ever after, and then he was gonna hit and ghost me anyway. Like, that's how I feel like that was gonna go. Like, I feel like he was gonna hit and ghost me anyway, but he was never gonna hit, so it didn't even matter. You feel me? So that's how that went. That's the story. I don't know if I'm missing anything. I hope I'm not, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. I love you so much, Jerry Gang, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Let me leave you on a quick positive note. Be cheer face, not people. Bye.
Driving solo, I'm just swimming through my hands. When I'm sober, I just don't like who I am. Roll me up a four and I feel like myself again. Roll me up some dope and I feel like myself again. I'ma break every